My name's Marco Spolchild, Bullchld. I'm here to talk about a chemical spill that I was involved in, and how the employers hid it. They hid the safety data sheet. They didn't follow any of the protocols to clean up the mess. They just pushed it out the back door. Um, I was the victim also. Sorry. Uh,
Where was this spill?
this was in the company was called Boston Sports Bar Pizza. It's in Great Falls, Montana. Um, the owners are Shauna Walthwell. They also are co-owners of Big O Tires, Gus Big O Tires, and Sand Rock Development. They were all on scene when the chemical was spilt. They covered it up. They did no protocols to see if I was okay. I made numerous complaints of being not feeling good, that I was feeling dizzy, and that I was about feeling I was about to pass out, and they still did no action to rush me to the hospital or see if I was okay. I'm just here to, you know, make sure this kind of stuff don't happen to nobody else. They target felons, pre-releasers, people on probation and parole. They say things like, if they don't do a certain task, that they'll call their probation officer or they'll call the pre-release. And I've seen this happen numerous of times to people and pre-release and probationers and parolees. So I just I don't know what else to say. Well, yeah, no, yeah, we pushed it out the back door. It killed the grass where they pushed it out, and it also went into the drainage system. And it was also I was saturated it in my clothes, and I was making pasta dishes at the time, and it was also getting into the food, and it was being served to the public.
So the gist of what you're trying to say is, though, that they targeted you because this is law and justice. So the EPA items don't necessarily pertain to here, except for the fact that what you're saying is that they, because you're a parolee, either blamed or told you to be quiet, because if not, they would call your parole and probation officer. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. I think we heard you very clearly, and we appreciate. I understand it's your first time, so we appreciate. And we could tell you're a little nervous, but you did just fine. All right.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks.
Hi, my name is Josh Butterfly. I'm Butterfly. I am with Project Opening Doors out of Great Falls, Montana. And I just want to kind of share with you guys the role that Marco Spolchild plays with Project Opening Doors. He's been an advocate for people within the that come out of prison as well, and he has dedicated his time and his money that he makes, at Boston's at the time, to help individuals when they get out, with assisting them with clothes, with assisting them with cell phones, transportation, things that are essential. And he was behind the scenes, collecting data on Boston's, because he was a cook, and he saw that there was some injustices that were happening to inmates from the pre-release, inmates from probation and parole. And he himself discharged, but he was still working there, and he was, trying to, help them out by, speaking out and being their voice, because they were still wards of the state and he was not. And that's what our purpose is here today. And one thing that really is disturbing is that these businesses are forcing individuals that are coming out of prison, that are in pre-release, that are ex-felons or who are on probation and parole, they're using those agencies such as pre-release and probation officers as a tool to get them to commit crimes, such as releasing this chemical into the streets and into the drainage system, and serving this chemical to the public. Because this chemical had some severe reaction to this chemical, which caused a lot of chemical burns throughout his body, and he ingested it. And Shauna Rothwell gave him something to drink, and on the safety data sheet, it says not to do that. It says to notify the employees, the public, of the safety data sheet. And the firefighter that was on duty at the time on site did not do his responsible duties and his oath as he swore in as a firefighter to ensure that this chemical was actually followed with disposal, first aid, and notification to all employees, that they're aware of it and that they take those measures and the instructions in there to provide public safety, which they didn't. They endangered lives by allowing people to ingest this. And these are people who are in churches, disabled. This was on a Sunday when they have the peak of people from churches go there after they have their church services, and these are the people that they served, and they collect donations from these people, and they help organizations in the city. But when it comes to them doing this, they don't like the fire department, they did nothing, and they're responsible for this chemical. So they exposed the public, and that's why he's here today to speak about it. He got injured real bad, and he still has conditions to this day that medical specialists are trying to figure out what they can do for him as a result of the 5.5 hours exposure to this chemical that he was exposed to by Shauna Rothwell and by the general manager and his own brother, Mario Bullchild. So it's just unfair to the people. So, but I would like to thank you guys for, this opportunity. And we hope that you guys actually do, help us out, because 12 years of trying to figure out problems, that's enough time to do it. We figure out problems within a week and we get it done. We don't sit around on committees, or we don't, sit on boards. But we do it because we went through these struggles and these experiences, and we know how to, so that's why we do what we do. And we're not going to stop. We represent those people that are in there. And there's a lot of people that we represent, and they have families who are voters, and that's where we're taking this. It's an election year, so if nobody's going to do nothing, then everybody preys on native votes, the governors, senators, everybody who's running. But we are those people that vote you guys in. We represent those natives that vote you guys in. Those people that are quieted are those people that are not heard, and we're not going to stop. So come election time, we're gonna make sure that we do what we can to vote people in that will do something, instead of spending 12 years figuring it out when they can do it within an appropriate time frame, because it's a waste of taxpayer money, so. But I would like to thank you guys for allowing us to be here and to speak, because this stuff is so emotional, because we went through it. We've seen people get beat up. I got beat up by IPS. I was denied food, water, because I wouldn't take pills that they wanted to give me. So these things, we experience this, and we're bringing them to you guys, so that you guys who are in power, that are supposed to be here to do something, do it. Help the people. Don't just sit there and make phone calls and talk to people. Help us out, because we're the ones that vote you in. We're the ones that are paying our tax dollars to pay your salaries.
Can you wrap it up, sir?
So All right, I'd like to thank everybody for this opportunity, and we respect what you guys do for us and for hearing us today. And we hope that we're not here addressing the same thing for 12 years. We hope that it's only takes less than a year, because it can. Thank you.
Thank you.